Okay, children, welcome back to my second video of Geography Chapter 1. Children, we are talking about the environment. Here we talk about the human and environment. Children, you have learned in the standard 6 about the ancient period, and in the ancient period we have learned that in the beginning human were about hunter, food gatherers. That means there is a close relations between the human and the environment. As in the beginning, the environment was according to that people live. As the people made progress from food gathering and hunter life, as they learned agriculture, they changed the environment, cleaned the forest and made the land into agricultural farm. That means as the environmental elements changed, accordingly people also started their standard life. So there is very close relation between the human and the environment. In the medieval period, most of the rulers, they made their kingdom, and as they established their kingdom, to get revenue, they changed most of the land into agriculture. Also, they changed the land for irrigation facilities, so that more and more crops can be grown and they could get more revenue. So children, that is why we are talking human change the environment according to their needs. Talking to meet the increasing needs, forests were cut down radically for firewood, constructions, furnitures, and paper manufacturers. Land was declared to set up industries. Now talking about the modern period. In the modern period, people change the land into more and more industrializations, urbanizations, road constructions, and so on. So, as the time passes, the people, the human, change the environment according to they like to live and to fulfill their demands. Now, children, we will talk about the next about the problem of environment. Problem of environment. We talked about people change the environment according to their demands, according to their requirements. They cut the forest because of the modification of the life. A lot of problem increase in the environment, and this problem is due to the human beings. Now you know that the coronavirus, we are living inside the house. We are told to live it because all around us in the environment, the virus has been spread. So these are the things we are suffering and facing the problem because of we people, we humans. So there are in the previous time, in the past time, so many diseases spread because of the human beings. We are the such we bring such type of diseases because of our mistakes. So that is talking about there is a lot of problems in the environment because of the human beings. They are using the environment recklessly. Talking disposal of harmful waste or health hazards has spread diseases and destructions through pollution. Talking about disposal of harmful waste, that means the industrializations that come out the harmful waste and the water that bring a lot of diseases in the environment, and we people suffer. We know, but we don't take a proper steps so that the coming generation, future generation can be saved. Overuse of chemical fertilizers and pesticides harm land, animals, birds and humans. Talking about now as the population has been increased to fulfill the demands of the people, the food corruptions should be increased. Because of that, people put more and more fertilizers in the soil so that they can get more crops. Also, they put pesticides over their crops so that they can be not eaten by the insects. But such type of problems brings a lot of hazards to the human lives. Talking deforestation and the removal of the vegetations, overland to soil erosions and loss of soil fertility. People are cutting the forest. There is a large demand of deforestation. But you know, because of all these things, what increases? The soil erosions. Because of the deforestation, the soil is removed, the fertile soil is removed, and that harms the agriculture, that decreases the productions. Now children will talk about the sustainable development. Talk about the sustainable development. Children, talking about sustainable development. It is a study between the natural and human environment. Sustainable development means it is the study of natural and human environment in essential to identify the related problems. It is that means when we talk about the natural and human environment, the relations, then we try to find out the related problems. And after finding out the problems, we try to find out the solutions so that the environment can be preserved, can be saved for the future generations. That is called sustainable development. That means whatever the environment, the physical and biological components are there, that we have to use. We can utilize, but we have to save it. We have to see that it should not be waste. It can be preserved. If there is any problem, we have to find out the solutions so that it can be saved, it can be remained for the coming generations. The coming generations will not suffer. Otherwise, we will utilize all this environment the things, the physical or biological, and if suppose it gets finished, it gets end, then the coming generation will have to suffer. So we have to save it. We have to use. It is not talking that we should not use. We have to use, but we have to see that it should not be waste. It can be preserved so that the coming generation also can be used. This is called a sustainable development. Okay, children? So this is the end of the lesson of Geography Chapter 1. Now, take out your pens and notebooks so that we can have the questions. Exercise. First, that means A. Answer the questions by choosing the most appropriate alternative from those given below. The science that studies the interrelationship between the various life forms is called ecology. I have told about the ecology that studies the interrelation between the various life forms in the environment. Second, the environment in which living organisms dwell is called biosphere. The layer where the all three components of the environment, the hydrosphere, atmosphere and the lithosphere jointly found is called biosphere. Third, burning fossil fuels add a large amount of carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. Option C, carbon dioxide. 4. Which of the following is a natural ecosystem? A. The answer is A. Banana plantations. Fill in the blanks. First, sunlight, soil, water and temperature are important elements of the physical environment. Physical. The answer is physical. Second, the biological environment depends on the, again, physical environment. The biological environment we have learned that they are totally depend on the physical environment. Third, dust are an integral part of the environment besides plants, animals and microorganisms. So, soil and rocks. The answer is soil and rocks. 4. Adding harmful substances to land, water and air is called pollution. 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 Distinguish between, that means you have to make the difference among this. First, physical and biological environment. Physical means you know the non-living things. Just we have seen about the air, temperature, soil, rocks, water. These are the physical environments. So talking about the non-living things, the abiotic components of the natural environment is called physical. Biological environment. Second one, biological environment. Biological. The living things, that means the biotic components of the environment is called biological elements. Ecology and the ecosystem. First, ecology. Ecology, the science that studies the interrelationship between the various life forms of the environment is called ecology. Ecosystems. Ecosystem is a system in which physical and biological elements jointly cooperate each other. They are totally dependent on each other. Is called ecosystems. Let's have the true false. First, plants can sustain without physical components of the environment. It is false. Second, a major causes of depletion of the natural resources is the rapid increase in the human pollution. True. Third, the type of plants and animals found in a region are determined by the physical environment. True. Fourth, there is no need for sustainable development. False. Okay. E. Answer the questions in about 50 to 70 words. Discuss why it is important to study the interrelationship between the physical environment and human environment. So answer is, it is important to study the interrelationship between the physical environment and the human environment. So children, it is question number E. The answer first. Question talks why it is important to study the interrelation between the physical environment and human environment. So answer is, there is two answers, first and second. First, to maintain an ecological relation between physical and biological components. Second, to protect our flora and fauna. Second question, what is biosphere? So, the environment in which living organisms dwell is called biosphere. Also talking in this layer only, the all living things can exist. Third question, explain the term sustainable development. Sustainable development already we have talked about. It is a relation between natural and human environment to find problems, and its solution is called sustainable development. It saves the environment for the future generations. Okay. The fourth, what is an ecosystem? Already ecosystems we have talked about in the distinguish between. Talking how does it functions? So how does it functions? So it exchange the energy and nutrients in the food chain. It is functions, ecosystem function. It changes the energy and the nutrients in the food chain. 5. Give any 3 examples regarding the harmful impacts of human modifications of the environment. So, the answer of this question is on page number 106. Problem of the environment. You can write 1, 2, 3. The 3 points are given there. You can write all these 3 points. Okay, children. The long question answers you can write later on when we meet together. If you like my videos, children, You can subscribe and you can share it. We will meet again in the next chapter in civics chapter 1. Thank you.